making spaghetti sauce. And I'm sure all of you can make a good spaghetti sauce. But what I want to do today, I want to show you how to turn ordinary canned or jarred spaghetti sauce into a homemade, delicious and nutritious meal for you and your family. Although I grew up right next to Italy, I know that I cannot compete with traditional Italian cooks, but I'm going to try my best, and in this process I hope to show you how much nutrition you can incorporate into ordinary spaghetti sauce. We're going to start by preheating about half a cup of olive oil. And now that oil is preheating, I'm just going to chop some onions. And let's add onions to hot oil and let them cook for a little while or medium high. While onions are cooking, I'm just going to chop some celery. 2 sticks of celery will be fine. I love adding all kinds of vegetables to spaghetti sauce because the vegetables will eventually blend so well, and kids won't even know that I have all kinds of different vegetables in there, and they will just gobble it down. Onions are still cooking, and I have some time to chop up some eggplant. I'm going to chop eggplant in small cubes just so that vegetable cooks better and it kind of gets dissolved in the sauce. At least that's what I'm hoping for, so kids will not get a big chunks of eggplant in the sauce. You may notice I'm using a large eggplant. It just happens so that I have a large eggplant in the house, and I didn't want to waste it. So we end up having quite a bit of eggplant here. I suggest that you use medium to small eggplant for the measurement that we're making today. Now that onions are halfway cooked, I'm going to add eggplant and celery. And now is a good time to turn the fire onto high. Eggplant is cooking. We are just we're going to prepare sausages. And I said we have 6 mild sausages, Italian sausages here. And I love using Italian sausages in spaghetti sauce, and the reason is very simple. Why would you use plain ground beef when you can end up with the meat that's already seasoned with Italian flavors? It has a lot more sweetness, and it will really bring this dish into Italian flavor. So I suggest that you use Italian sausages in your spaghetti sauce instead of ground beef. Okay, sausages are ready, and now we're going to shred some carrots and some zucchini. Zucchini is, by the way, one of the greatest vegetables. I love it. You can hide it into any dish, including breads and cookies and soups and spaghetti sauces and just about anything. It doesn't have a distinctive flavor, so it blends really well with other foods, but it does add some fiber, some vitamins and minerals to your cooking. And now we'll just add some carrots. Carrots you can use per your taste. 1 medium carrot will be fine, but you can add a little bit more if you like. Alright, we're looking good here. I'll let it cook another 5 minutes, and then I'm going to add some sausages. Do you want to take a peek and see what's going on in here? I have been cooking fig jam, and it's just about done. And fun about making jams is you can just set them up on the stove and let them simmer for hours and wait until you're ready to put them in the jars. I love this golden color that eggplant is getting. This is how it's supposed to be. It looks really good. I'm just going to add the sausages now. let them cook for another maybe 5 minutes before we add the rest of the vegetables. This is looking good. Sausage has cooked at least halfway. Now I'm going to go ahead and add carrots and zucchini and let it simmer for a little while. I love the smell of Italian sausages and all the herbs that are inside. And this is looking very good, even without adding any tomato sauce or anything else to this dish. I think this will get a great over pasta. So when you have a good start like this and nice ingredients, a lot of good flavors and vegetables, you can add any tomato sauce to it and you can end up with delicious spaghetti sauce. Now that we have carrots and zucchini in a pot, I'm just going to chop some garlic. And I'm sure a lot of you will wonder, why am I putting garlic now? Because it makes a lot more sense to put the garlic right after onions or before onions. But I'm doing this purposely because this way garlic preserves its true flavor. So when you taste the sauce, it will taste a lot more like a garlic, like a fresh garlic. And I just love that taste. All right, it's time for garlic. A whole bunch of fresh garlic goes in, and this definitely is the key ingredient. This house smells good. All right, and in a minute we're gonna add tomato sauce, and we're pretty much done. Let's prepare some fresh basil. And instead of using the white pasta, we're using a whole wheat pasta, which will add to nutrition content of the dish tremendously. With the whole wheat, some of you know that foods with the whole wheat have so much more minerals and vitamins and so much more fiber, and therefore additional protein. So I'm using a whole wheat pasta with this sauce, which will make this dish very delicious and healthy. So I'm just going to add a jar of sauce, and we don't want any of the sauce to go to waste, so I'll pour some water, rinse it, and bring it back in. I hope you agree that this looks delicious. It smells just wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, I'm gonna let it simmer for probably another 10 minutes. You can do it longer if you wish. And in the meantime, I'm cooking some pasta. And in a snap, we're gonna have ourselves a wonderful lunch. This is looking good, nice and warm. And let's go put some sauce on top of this. Oh, this is great. And see, sauce is really thick, and that's what I like. I like my sauce thick. I don't like to see water running from underneath pasta. I don't like watery sauces. So this is just to my liking. And I'm sure you too will like it. A touch of Parmesan. And just a reminder, a fresh garden. And this looks really delicious. And I promise you that your kids will love it too. Gotta love those Italians. We're done for today. I hope that you too will realize how simple this was to make, and that you too will treat your family to something